Hello, y'all. My name is Moose, and welcome to my channel, Just Moose Things. I hope you are doing well, staying hydrated, taking care of yourselves, having self-care days, things to take care of you because it's rough out there and you definitely should be treating yourself because you deserve it. Today, I am so excited because we are celebrating 15 years of Brand New Eyes by Paramore, which is crazy to think. Like, how is it 15 years? Like, where did the time even go? How are we here? How is Brand New Eyes already 15? This album was released on September 28, 2009 and is their third studio album. This album has 11 songs and is 40 minutes with 15 seconds long. Okay, enough talking. Let's get rocking. First song on the album is called Careful. Careful.
I settled down and twisted up from disguised as a smile. Well, you would have never known. You'd make your way in, I'd resist you just like this. You can't tell me to feel, the truth never set me free, so I did it myself. You can't be too careful anymore, when all that is waiting for you won't come any closer. You've got to reach a little more. Open your eyes like I open mine. It's only the real world, life you will never know. You look like I did, you resist me just like this. You can't tell me to heal, and it hurts remembering how it felt to shut down. Can't be too careful anymore, when all that is waiting for you won't come any closer. You've got to reach a little more. The truth never set me free. The truth never set me free. The truth never set me free, so I'll do it myself. You can't be too careful anymore, when all that is waiting for you won't come any closer. You've got to reach out more,
Okay, that was Careful, first song on the album. This song was their fourth single off this album, and the music video I remember is just kind of like flashbacks to the tour. It would show clips of when they were on tour during the cycle. So when the single came out, the album had already been out, I want to say almost a year. So it was like on the back end of the Brand New Eye cycle. And yeah, so it's just a music video of just different clips from them going on tour all around the world. I really like this song. I've mentioned before, I really like loud and heavy songs at the beginning of an album, and this was definitely it. This started so like bam. It's in your face, and I kind of like that for this album. Yeah, it really makes a statement. Another thing I like about this song is first off, Zach on the drums on this song is just like killing it. That was one of the first things that attracted me to the song. When I first heard it, it was just like the drums. Zach on the drums was just going ham, and so good, so good, so good. Also, the messaging in the song, specifically like the lyrics, the truth never set me free, so I'll do it myself. Oof, such a good line. It's so good. That when I first heard that, I'm like, so good, so good. So there's a lot of like things separately in the song that I really enjoyed, but together it was just like pretty good, pretty good. And it's crazy to think, oh my god, I can't believe this song is 15 years old. What the hell? That's what I'm still trying to process. Like, I was in high school when this album came out. Wow. Anyways, okay. Moving on. Second song on the album is called Ignorance. The iconic Ignorance.
I'm a bad person, you don't like me. Well, I guess I'll make my own way. It's a circle, a mean cycle. I can't excite you anymore. Where's your gavel, your jury? What's my offense this time? You're not a judge, but if you're gonna judge me, well, sentence me to another life. Don't wanna hear your sad songs, I don't wanna feel your pain. But it's always not my fault, 'cause you know we're not the same. We're not the same. Ignorance says your new best friend. And this is the best thing that could have happened. Any longer and I wouldn't have made it. It's not a war, no, it's not a rapture. I'm just a person, but you can't take it. The same tricks that once fooled me, they won't get you anywhere. I'm not the same kid from your memory. Well, now I can fend for myself. Yeah, we used to stick together. We wrote our names in blood. But I guess you can't accept that change is good. It's good. It's good. You treat me just like another stranger. Well, it's nice to meet you, so I guess I'll go. I better speak on my way up. Ignorance says your new best friend. Ignorance says your new best friend. Will you treat me just like another stranger? Well, it's nice to meet you, so I guess I'll go. I better speak on my way out.
Okay, well, that was Ignorance. My freaking goodness. All right. So this song was their first single. So they released this song before the album came out, and it was their first single. And my goodness, I remember, again, 15 years ago in high school, Jesus, having this song on constant, and I mean constant repeat. It was the first song after it was the first song of a new album after Riot, and Riot was such a like explosion time, like album cycle. So going to like the next album, this being the first song of the new album, it was just blown away. I'm like, yes, 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 yes. So delicious, so good. I think in this song, what stood out for me, of course, was Zach and the drums, but also the guitar with Josh, and then Taylor, and the vocals, of course, but then the lyrics of Miss Haley Williams, just so good. I mean, everyone. This song was created very, very well. Now, there's like a flip side to that. As a fan, you're loving all this juiciness. But then when you later find out that what this song is about, and it's really about the band members themselves, it gets a little weird or dark, I guess you should say. But in my head, that just puts a deeper meaning of what this song is, and kind of just like a self-appreciation of what the meaning of the song is. And also, I think for me, my interpretation, it also allows kind of growth in the sense of like, this is where we were at this moment in time. We are no longer that. We are much better in whatever form you might want to think. There's more details, I'm sure you already know. But this is that, like, this is where we were at the time, and we're no longer that. So they still perform this song. What I also have loved about this particular song is how it's performed live. I like what they did with the After Laughter tour when they performed this, and they Haley had a little mini megaphone and like singing that, like some of these, you know, verses into that, like it leveled up because they had performing that song for a while, and they're like, we're gonna change this version, and the intro was a little different, the style is still the same but just a little off, and then you have the little mini megaphone. It so good, so good live. Wow, my goodness, really really good. Yeah, I mean, I remember just being kind of like addicted to this song when it first came out, and I'm like, oh my god, yes, this is so good, this is so good. And it's still a good song. It's now, even in my opinion, probably better now live than it is when they first released it. The reason I say that is because, of course, Haley's vocals have matured, and she's, gotten better at her craft and her vocals, and so she performs it better. And then, like I said, with the mini megaphone, it adds just another layer of creativeness, and just it. They do it so well. They do it so well. But yeah, wow, this is another good song. Also, I have to add the music video. I really like this music video. Really good. They did a really good job. All right, the third song on this album is called "Playing God," the iconic "Playing God" song. Yay!
Can't make my own decisions or make any with precision. Well, maybe you should tie me up so I don't go where you don't want me. You don't have to believe me, but the way I see it. Next time you point a finger, I might have to bend it back or break it off. Next time you point a finger, I'll point you to the mirror. If God's the game that you're playing, well, we must get more acquainted, because it has to be so lonely to be the only one who's holy. You don't deserve a point of view if the only thing you see is you. You don't have to believe me, but the way I see it. Next time you point a finger, I might have to bend it back or break it off. Next time you point a finger, I'll point you to the mirror. This is the last second chance. I'll point you to the mirror. I'm half as good as it gets. I'll point you to the mirror. Without a hint of regret, I'll hold you to it. I know you don't believe me, but the way I see it. Next time you point a finger, I might have to bend it back and break it off. Next time you point a finger, I'll point you to the mirror.
All right, that was "Playing God." "Playing God" was their fifth single, and they released that as a single towards kind of like the end of the Brand New Eyes cycle. It was, it was a year after, definitely more than a year after. The album had already been out, so the album came out 2009. This song came out, I think, of late fall 2010. The music video has all the band members in it, of course, but it has the iconic pink hair. The messaging of this song has, okay, so instantly good. Just off the bat, hearing it the first time, I'm again taking an adventure memory, taking an adventure back to my high school years. Gosh, and hearing this song for the first time, and it's like, okay, this is a good song. This is a good song, but I don't think I had the life experience to connect to this song fully until I got into my later years, which were like my college years. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is, like, after high school, I feel like I really connected more with this song than when I originally heard it. Again, good song, and I definitely heard it multiple times. But I think once I graduated high school and really got into college, and the life experiences that came with that, I feel like that's when I really connected with the song and the meaning of the song, and definitely way after. Gosh, it's weird that I No, it's not weird. It's not weird at all. That I connected with this song later than its original time. That happens sometimes. I think I was just too young. Not that you couldn't connect with a song at that age, but I think for me and my experience of life, I couldn't directly connect with the meanings of the lyrics, which are very powerful. But it wasn't until, I guess, my perception of the world broadened, and then the things coming my direction, I was able to really connect more with the song and the understanding of the song. I've heard this song a couple times live, and they perform it so well every single time. It's a good song. It's a really good song. I like this song. Shout out to the full pink hair. Shout out. Alrighty, fourth song on the album. Another, I don't even want to say classic, but well known song. Brick by Boring Brick.
But she lives in the fairy tale, somewhere too far for us to find. It's all about the exposure, the lens I told her. Keep your feet on the ground. When your head's in the clouds, go get your shovel, and we'll take a deep dive to bury the castle, bury the castle. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. So one day he found her crying, coiled up on the dirty ground. But it was a trick, and the clock struck 12. We'll make sure to build our own brick, and brick, or the wolf's gonna blow it down. Keep your feet on the ground. When your head's in the clouds, go get your shovel, and we'll take a deep dive. We'll bury the castle, bury the If it's not real, you can't hold it in your hand. You can't feel it with your heart. And I won't believe it, but if it's true, you can see it with your eyes. Oh, even in the dark. And that's where I want to be. Yeah. Go get your shovel, and we'll take a deep dive to bury the castle, bury the castle.
All right, that was Brick by Boring Brick. This was their second single off this album. Another very well-known song. I really like this song. This is another song that was like constantly on repeat because there was so much here. The writing of the song was good. The instrumentation of the song was good, and I really liked like the chanting. I really loved Haley's vocals here. Um, and then the lyrics that in my head were just constantly on repeat were, you built up a world of magic because your real life is tragic. Yeah, you built up a world of magic. Well, if it's not real, you can't hold it in your hand. You can't feel it with your heart, and I won't believe it. But if it's true, you can see it in your eyes or even in the dark, and that's where I want to be. Yeah, one of my favorites of this album. Like, such good writing, and not just in this song, but a lot of songs. But if you're listening and you figure out a theme, we're very heavy. And no, let me rephrase it. Well, heavy-ish, but we are very loud. We are very loud. and there's a lot of like singing, yelling, still singing because homegirl is killing it, but we are very loud, and not that's not a bad thing, because we love that here. But I just want you to notice that as here we are, song number 4. Hey, we're really up there. Like I said, I throwing this back to my high school years. This song was constantly on repeat, and it's a really good song, and it's a really good song to hear live. It's a good chanting song. So yeah, like this song. 5th song on the album is called "Turn It Off." You know her. Turn It Off.
I scraped my knees while I was praying and found a demon in my safest haven. Seems like it's getting harder to believe in anything than just to get lost in all my selfish thoughts. But turn it off in all my spite, in all my spite. I'll turn it off. And the worst part is, before it gets any better, we're headed for a cliff. Then in the free fall, I will realize I'm better off when I hit the bottom. We're taking shortcuts and false solutions just to come out the hero towards a goal that's non-existent. It's non-existent, but we just keep believing. And the worst part is, before it gets any better, we're headed for a cliff. Then in the free fall, I will realize I'm better off when I hit the bottom. I wanna know what it'd be like to find perfection in my pride, to see nothing in the light, but turn it off in all my spite, in all my spite. I'll turn it off, just turn it off. And the worst part is, before it gets any better, we're headed for a cliff. And in the free fall, I will realize I'm better off when I hit the
All right, so yeah, let's turn it off. So like I was mentioning in the previous song, was that like the first 4 songs were just like constantly loud, obviously amazing and great, we love that. But this song was the first song that, album wise, in listed order, is the first song that kind of like starts a lot lower, and is not as loud for the most part. Then you get to the end, and homegirl just goes hard. When she's saying again, and just up there, just oof, 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 digging into the soul. My goodness, this woman. This is another song to hear live that is gonna, and I mean, with a lot of songs, but live, performing it live just takes it to a whole other level. My goodness. So kind of like Playing God. This was a song, listening to it, my goodness, it's a good song. Just first, just like, wow, blown away. That's settled. But as far as the connection of this song, again, same thing like Playing God, I didn't connect to it in like a couple of years after it had already been out. Again, through life experiences, and then you've been listening to the song for plenty of years, and then life happens, and you're like, wait a minute, now I can relate to the song in a deeper level, and it already, because lyrically it's already there. So that kind of like heightened my experience with the song, and then again, it's a really good song. Vocally, Haley's just, going hard, and it's another great song in this album. All right, song number 6 on this album is probably the most famous song on this album, as far as just like the well known of it, potentially, who knows? But song number 6 on this album is called The Only Exception.
When I was younger, I saw my daddy cry and curse at the wind. And my mama swore that she would never let herself forget. And that was the day that I promised I'd never sing of love if it does not exist. But darling, you are the only exception. You are the only exception. Or maybe I know somewhere deep in my soul that love never lasts. And I've always lived like this, keeping it comfortable distance. And up until now I had sworn to myself that I'm content with loneliness, because none of it was ever worth the risk. Well, you are the only exception. You are the only exception. I've got a tight grip on reality, but I can't let go of what's in front of me here. I know you're leaving in the morning when you wake up. Leave me with some kind of proof it's not a dream. You are the only exception. 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 And I'm on my way to believing. Oh, and I'm on my way to believing.
That was The Only Exception. This was their third single off this album. Like I said, it's probably one of their most well-known songs from this album and maybe from their catalog. I'm sure it definitely makes the top 10 list. It was their biggest commercial breakout because, all of that is subjective. I remember seeing them perform this song at the VMAs. First off, for me, listen to the song. I am a sucker for good love songs, and this is a good love song. Such a good love song. So this is another song constantly on repeat when this album came out. Like, I fell hard for this song. This song just punched me in the heart, and I kept that little punch and then when I finally got to see Paramore, this is one of the, of course, all their songs. I'd be excited to hear any of their songs, but this being a key favorite of this album for me, I was just very excited to hear this song and just melt away. And also, plot twist, the first time I heard this song was the acoustic version. Oh my Lord. It was, the memories are flooding back. I know a lot of, let me phrase that, not a lot, because that's actually not true. I know some Paramore fans do not like this song for whatever reason. Hey, to each their own. Live on life. That's cool. But for me, I really, really love this song. A lot of fans, there I go again, saying that's not true. Some fans say this song doesn't go with this album. I would kind of like disagree. It's a softer. It's softer than the rest of the songs, yes, but that's okay because we also love soft romantic love songs. So it's all good. It's all good. Also, the journey that this song has gone to, literally from like, okay, 15 years ago, this song came out 2009. The journey this song has gone to of like performing the song. It's a love song coming out of this dark phase that they were kind of in. The commercial success, what this song was originally written about, who we do not speak of, by the way. And like where it went, that cycle, the self-titled cycle, what happened right after the self-titled cycle and all of that, and how this song just disappeared for almost a complete cycle of the after laughter cycle. And then what happened after laughter, and all of that happened. And now she has reemerged with a new energy and lift and love in the now. Why am I blanking? In the now, this is why cycle. Interest, like the song has gone through it, but like the rest of the fans, we've all gone through it, through this journey, and came out on the other side, never straight away. And this song just, it connects with me on a whole other level, and it honestly has like a core memory to my life. And I am hoping, we'll see, we're hoping that it becomes another core memory in the future. All right, well, wake up, because we're in song number 7, and song number 7 on the album is called Feeling Sorry.
We still live in the same town, well, don't we? But I don't see you around anymore. I go to all the same places, not even a trace of you. Your days are numbered at 24. And I'm getting bored waiting around for you. We're not getting any younger, and I won't look back, 'cause there's no use. It's time to move forward. I feel no sympathy. You live inside a cage. You barely get by. The rest of us are trying. There's no need to apologize. I've got no time for feeling sorry. Well, as for me, I got out and I'm on the road. The worst part is that this could be you, and you know it too. You can't run from your shame. You're not getting any younger, and time keeps passing by, but you don't wave it away. It's time to roll over. I feel no sympathy. You live inside a cage. And all the best lies, they are told with fingers tied, so cross and tight. Won't you promise me tonight that that's the last thing you do? You get out. I feel no sympathy. You live inside a cage. You barely get by. The rest of us are trying. There's no need to apologize. Got no time, got no time. I feel no sympathy. You live inside a cage. You barely get by. The rest of us are trying. There's no need to apologize. Got no time for feeling sorry. Got no time for feeling sorry.
All right, song number 7, Feeling Sorry. Oh my god, I really like this song. I haven't heard the song in a minute, and so I'm like, hits a spot. Hits a spot. It's such a good song. I like the messaging. I can feel / hear the power and the anger that comes along with this song. It's a very good song to listen to when you're upset, directed at a certain group or person or environment. But also at the same time, it makes me, at least, feel better, because it's just like when you're down about something, and then you put this song and you're like, what am I even worried about? F this. They can, go to somewhere else, and my energy does not need to be there, and I do not care. I'm going to focus on myself. I am not going to feel bad for whatever you're doing in a negative way, and just like bye Felicia, truly, like just ugh. So it's performed very well in the song, and I am trying to remember if I've heard this song live or not. I hope I have, but I can't remember. But I don't I don't remember. I don't remember. Well, here's a question for you. If you have heard the song live, tell me, can you feel that same kind of energy that's performed in the song? Um, like how is the performance? I'm sure there's videos out there, and maybe that's why I'm confused. And I'm like, maybe I've seen the videos of it, but I haven't seen it myself. I'm truly, my memory is not working with me. So, anyways, okay, comment down below if you've heard this song live and what your experience was like. Please, I want to know. Now I'm curious. Okay, cool. Feeling sorry. Really like this song. When I first heard it, I was like, yes. I feel everything. Yes. I was feeling everything except sorry. So yeah, another good song. Yeah. All right. Song number 8 on the album is called Looking Up.
Things are looking up, oh finally. I thought I'd never see the day when you smile at me. You're never right. Oh, you're never right. Honestly, can you believe we crossed the world while it's asleep? I've never traded it, 'cause I've always wanted this, and it's not a dream anymore. No, it's not a dream anymore. It's worth fighting for. Could have given up so easily. I was a few cheap shots away from the end of me. Honestly, can you believe we crossed the world while it's asleep? I've never traded it, 'cause I've always wanted this, and it's not a dream anymore. No, God knows the world doesn't need another band. Whoa, but what a waste it would have been. I can't believe we almost hung it up. We're just getting started. Honestly, can you believe we crossed the world while it's asleep? I've never traded it, 'cause I've always wanted this, and it's not a dream anymore. No, it's not a dream anymore. It's worth fighting for. I can't believe we almost hung it up. We're just getting started. We're just getting started.
All right, that was Looking Up. My goodness, another ridiculously good song. I would say I feel like this song now where Paramore is now, I feel like they should re-perform this song because I feel like it takes up a whole new meaning of where they were. So a little backstory where they were when this song was written about Paramore almost breaking up. During this, but before this album cycle, because there was a lot of clashing happening within the band while they were writing this album, and even before the writing of the process, there was just a lot of clashing going on. But then what happens? Well, after this, at the end of this cycle, 2 members leave. You have 3 members of Paramore. All is fine and dandy at the time, and then something happens again. One additional member of the original Paramore lineup leaves, and then Zach is back. Oh my god, I remember that T-shirt. He comes back, so it's back to 3, but it's not the It's not the same 3 that were in the self-titled era and the After Laughter, and that happens. But then there's still personal stuff that happened with Haley's divorce, and life happens, and then you get COVID again. That affects everyone in the entire world. And then coming out of that, and then the growth of future human beings. And then you get to like the This Is Why era. And So I'm like, I feel like this song should be re-performed again because I feel like it has a whole different meaning than what it originally was when it was performed during the Brand New Eyes, which was 15 years ago. I mean, the writing I'm sure is longer, but my goodness, 15. That's a long time. I think it is one of the, and this is kind of like present tense thought. At the time, I'm sure it was really good and getting her flowers. But I think it's one. I would put this in the category of Paramore underrated songs. Like some songs get their flowers, some songs don't get enough flowers, and I feel like this song does not get enough flowers. It's a really good song. It's specifically talking about Paramore's history. It deserved more flowers than it's given. So, yeah, just my thoughts, but I really like this song. All right, song number 9 on the album is called Where the Lines Overlap.
Give me attention. I need it now. Too much distance to measure it out loud. And making pictures where the lines overlap. Where the lines overlap. No one is as lucky as us. We're not at the end, but we already won. I'm not used to it, but I can learn. There's nothing to it. I've never been happier. Never been happier. No one is as lucky as us. Oh no, no one is as lucky as us. Is as lucky as us. I've got a feeling if I sang this loud enough, you would sing it back to me. I've got a feeling that you would sing it back to me. You would sing it back to me. No one is as lucky as us. We're not at the end, but we already won. Oh no, no one is as lucky as us. Is as lucky as us. Is as lucky as us.
All right, that was Where the Lines Overlap. This is another love song on this album. To go back to my earlier point about the only exception, so this love song sounds and kind of fits more with the rest of the album. So that's the point that I was trying to make earlier, when some fans say that like, oh, the only exception, it just doesn't make sense in this album. If they don't like the song, they don't like the song, and then that's fine. But if they make the case in point of like the only exception doesn't fit with this album, I can see where they get that contrast from of like, well, the lines overlap is a different love song and it kind of fits into the the sound stylistically of this, while the only exception is a little different. I get that. But we love all the children, some more than others. First, everyone has a different taste and flavor and whatever. But by itself, this song is a really good song. I also like this song. It's just cute. I just like this song. It's just cute. I don't think I've gotten the luxury of hearing this song live. So, same thing. If you have heard this song, tell me what your experience was like. Let me know how you felt when performing this song. But only let me know if you're a fan of the song, because I'm a fan of this song. If you're not, that's all cool and dandy. Cool. Awesome. You got to hear the song live. But if you're a fan of this song and got to hear this song live, let me know when and how your experience was. I want to know, because I don't think I've gotten that right. I don't think so. I don't think I've heard this song. But yeah, it's a good song. Okay, song number 10 is called Misguided Ghost.
I'm going away for a while, but I'll be back. Don't try and follow me, 'cause I'll return as soon as possible. We all learn to make mistakes and run from them with no direction. just a ghost, and still they echo me. They echo me in circles.
All right, that was Misguided Ghost. This is probably their softest song this entire album. Also, probably one of their softest songs in the entire catalog. This song and I, wow. This song and I have been through it. I'm sure other people have too. My goodness, the amount of times I've cried to this song in a just very low points of my life is crazy, but not so crazy because, you know, everyone has their down days, down times, or time periods in life. This song has been there for me. Gosh, it's so weird now being on the other side, and then, oh, gosh, this like I have played this song a lot of times. Also, getting to hear the song for the first time, same thing, like the only exception, like the first time I heard it was in this acoustic setting. So I instantly started bawling when I heard that song. Like I was excited to see Paramore for the first time. And of course, like I mentioned, it just being there. But then for this song to be performed exactly like this and the connection and memories I have to this song of like just me being in a dark place and then being on the other side of it and just like being able to now celebrate what this song has done for me is mind blowing. And so it has, you know, a big connection to my life personally. Also, the outro of this song in my head, I was singing a different version. It's this version, but like a different version when Paramore performed in Austin City Limits in 2022. I was blown away by like just the outro of like her singing. I had never heard that version, and I mean that entire experience was a core memory. But I'm like, what the hell? We need that version somewhere, like somewhere to just go back and listen to. And then the fact that they performed that in a festival, my goodness, like that song in a festival with like thousands and thousands of fans. That's they're just like. Anyways, this is a good song. I really like this song, and it deeps and it hits deeper than some of the other songs, than most songs. Not I'm not specifically talking about them. I'm just talking about just like songs in general. Yeah. All right, we've made it to the very end of the album. Song number 11 called All I Wanted. All I Wanted.
Think of me when you're out there. I'll beg you nice for my knees. All I wanted was you. All I wanted was you.
All right, that was All I Wanted. First off, okay, hold up. What a way to end an album. Right there with this song, Miss Williams. Oh my gosh, these vocals. Just blown away, blown away. Secondly, if you have ever heard this song live, which they didn't perform this song live until When We Were Young Fest, day one, technically day two because the first day got canceled, of When We Were Young Fest in 2022, and performed it a little bit more after that. If you've ever heard this song live, congratulations. Congratulations. Because congratulations. No, but truly happy if you've heard this song live. My goodness. I feel like it's just an honor if you've heard this song live. It's it's a song everyone was wanting for like ever, and I'm happy that she now feels comfortable to perform it. I'm sure the meaning of it is particular. I've heard the song. Oh, I mean, going back to when I initially heard the song, instantly good song, good song, good song. But I wasn't really hooked to the song. I knew it was a good song, but I wasn't like obsessed with the song. Not that it was bad, because I'm not saying that it's a ridiculously good song, but I wasn't hooked to the song. I just think I couldn't connect to the meaning of the song, and I mean that's fine. I just couldn't connect to the meaning of the song, so I couldn't be on that deeper level that some fans were. And again, good song. Like, I can just imagine how amazing it is live, but I couldn't connect to it on a deeper meaning, and I think that's what stopped me from like being like, oh my god, I need to hear this song live. Granted, I would still want to hear the song live. Duh, it's all I wanted. Random note. Do y'all remember? Okay, this was like somewhere in the COVID time, 2020, 2021, where like the TikToks of All I Wanted were coming out, and like the resurgence for the wanting of this song was coming out. I remember just like seeing it all over TikTok. But again, it's like a whole new generation rediscovered this music that like you and I grew up with. So like I'm like, what are you talking about? All I Wanted has been out for like, at that time, probably like over 10 years. And so for a new generation that they're in like their high school era or early college, and they're rediscovering this song, we're like, what? And the fact that it was like a trend on TikTok, just random. I'm like, oh my gosh, the connection of the song into like our reality of like 2009 to now, like 2021 is interesting. It's just random. Okay, that's a wrap. That's a wrap on that album. What a way to end an album with that song. Wow. Well, I really only have two things to say in review of this album. The first thing is that it's crazy to think that it's been like 15 years since this album has come out. Like, that's still, I'm still trying to digest that information. This album, I've connected with so many high school memories, with so many like college or some college memories, but definitely high school for a majority. And not gonna lie, it has been a minute since I've like fully listened to this fully listened to this album in its entirety in like a sitting. And I'm like, what? This album it still hits, it still bangs. It really lasts. What is it called? Well, I'm sorry. It really holds up the test of time. Like, it's still really good. The songs have not gotten weirder or cheesier or anything like that. It's still very strong quality music, and that's one of the things I like about Paramore. Like, they know what they're producing, and they know that the longer their music is out, the more it kind of grows with time and gets better. And I mean, again, life happens and you get different connections, but it's such a good album. My second thought on this album, not so much directly to do with this music, but it's crazy how like at that time when the album was released, we did not know that this was going to be the last piece of music we were going to get with all the original 5 members of Paramore. That's very interesting to think back and reflect now 15 years later of like where they are and the shifts that have happened since then. But yeah, I would have thought like this would have been like the last piece of music we got together. That's not something my 15-year-old self would have thought at the time. So yeah, but I think for the better, we are where we have to be, and we're in a much better space, not just as them as a band, but us as like fans, uh, and their music and supporting their music and supporting, equality. So if you know, you know. But yeah, it's just crazy to think like, oh, so much change at the end of this album. It has a lot of history for Paramore and like the things that happened, and it was just, I wouldn't even say the beginning of changes, because I would consider like between Riot and Brand New Eyes, like that was what happened in Riot Cycle was a lot of changes, and you go to Brand New Eyes, that's a whole other set of like, so it was in the beginning of changes, but there it was a continuation of some major changes that happened into Paramore's lineup and history. And I'm sure you can find them here on YouTube, other, like other videos of the history of Paramore. But yeah, no, it's just crazy to think that like 15 years back. But yeah. All right. If I had to choose my top 3 favorite songs from this album, okay, so the song has 11 songs. So my top 3, my third favorite song would be Careful. Like that was a song that stood out with me and I connected with. I mean, it was the first song of the album. And so I just really enjoy listening. Like that is a song I had on repeat for I don't know how many times, like many other songs. And it was, I think that song was different for me. And with it being the first song of the album, I think for me it hit heavier than the other songs, than some of the other heavy songs. So I think I know Careful was one of my favorites from this album, and still to date. It's a really good song. I think my second favorite song would be Misguided Ghosts, just because of, no, not just because, but because of the personal connections that I have with that song and what it's done to my life and in my life and the moments I've gone through. So I think that song really is, we're like this. And my favorite song from this album, which some would not agree that it would be anywhere near their top rankings, but for me is The Only Exception. I am such a softie when it comes to love songs, and that song just hits me on a whole other like energy level and gets me all bubbly. I don't know why. I don't. But the song does what it does, and I can't fight it. And it doesn't do for everything, but it does it for me, and that's okay. That's okay. And I can't deny it. Like I can't deny what the song does, and I really really love the song, and it's one of my favorite songs. Probably top 10 favorite Paramore songs. Again, not working with me with that, but that's okay. That's okay. On a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the highest, I would rate this album 5 moose antlers. It's a really good album. My goodness, 15 years later, it is still going hard and still has bangers and still just brings nostalgia now at this point. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's 15 years. But even 15 years later, it is still a really good album. Can you believe that? 15 years later, it's still a really good album. So yeah, no, 5 stars, 5 moose antlers. All right, that is a wrap for me. Thank you for joining me, you beautiful people. Thank you for watching today. If you really enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. This is a growing channel, so I would really appreciate it if you subscribe down below. Please hit that subscribe button and help this channel out. It's 100% free for you to do. So again, it would really help me out in this journey that we're taking together. And lastly, before you leave, please comment down below what your favorite songs, your top 3 songs are from this album. Let me know what your favorite memory from this album cycle is. Again, there's so many, Paramore fan memories. So comment down below of this album, your top 3 songs, your favorite member person songs, and maybe some songs you've heard live. Comment down below. I want to hear. I want to see. I want to hear. I want to see it all. But until next time, bye.